real estate, like any investment, is subject to cyclical influences, and that is why we call it a market. The doomsayers have been predicting a major correction in real estate values for years now. And in spite of the bad press, values have prevailed and increased considerably over the past decade, defying all this negative speculation. Now we've heard the opinion shared by the media. My purpose this evening is to review with you the facts, data, and driving forces that we at Sotheby's have run our business on. Sotheby's International Realty Canada is cognizant of the necessity to provide local and global research, market, and data analysis, and our resources are unparalleled in the reports we prepare and publish. We are always raising the bar with the Sotheby's brand, and this is reflected in the marketing resources we offer to our clients and hiring only the best and qualified salespeople to represent the Sotheby's brand. Is there a bubble? I'm about to share a host of factors that will help you reach an informed conclusion for yourself. I'm going to talk initially about the Canadian real estate market performance forecast, and I'm going to focus on the national macroeconomic indicators that we should be thinking about. We have a historically low Bank of Canada rate, currently at 0.5%. The Canada-US exchange, currently at 0.78. Not very good. We have a huge transfer of wealth. As a matter of fact, during the next 20 years, it is forecast that almost $1 trillion of estimated inheritance are going to be received by the boomers. And 18% of those who inherited receive over $100,000, and the $56,000 is your average inheritance received. So you can see during the next 20 years what is going to happen in terms of just inheritances alone. The unemployment rate currently at 7%, and we have healthy immigration numbers. Over 250,000 new immigrants come to Canada annually, and you can see that Toronto is the #1 destination with almost 82,000 people, followed by Vancouver, Montreal, and Calgary. As you can see from the slide you have before you, the projected real GDP is positive going into 2015. Now, what I've done is our local real estate market is important because it's an indicator for us to judge. What I've done is I've taken the September 2014 figures in the GTA, and I've compared it to the September 2015 figures in the GTA. There was a total in 2015 in September of 3,137 homes sold. And it is comprised, of course, of detached homes, attached, and condominiums. You can see in the detached homes in 2015, there was a whopping 10.9 increase in prices, and 8.7 in terms of the attached, and almost 6% in terms of condos. That is the median benchmark price. And just as a further example, the GTA this year, from January to September, we've had over 71,000 sales, which we will surpass in the next 3 months to well over 90,000, which has never been achieved before in the GTA. And these are Toronto Real Estate Board figures. Toronto luxury market highlights. The GTA is expected to lead Canada's 1 million plus real estate sales this fall. The strongest performance of all major metropolitan markets in the first half of the year, high-end real estate in the GTA, was characterized by heightened sales volume and multiple offers over the summer months. I hope none of you have been involved in those multiple offers. Sales over 1 million, up to 53.5% year over year in July and August, and the $4 million plus category performed exceptionally well with year-over-year gains of 158%. The momentum is expected to accelerate into the fall, given limited inventory, low interest rates, high consumer confidence, and the influence of foreign buyers, particularly from mainland China. Detached single-family homes are expected to experience continued price gains, preemptive and multiple offers, and sales well above list price. Heightened demand in the $1 million attached homes and condo market is anticipated, while continued competition in traditional luxury neighborhoods will result in growth in the 1 million plus market in emerging high-end neighborhoods in the northern part of the city. So affordability has become almost a major factor in Toronto, so they're moving farther and farther out, and that includes the luxury homes as well. Now, the international influences. In Vancouver, mainland China buyers are the predominant international group, influencing the city's luxury real estate market, a trend largely attributed to Vancouver's location and long-standing ties with the Pacific Rim, as well as the vibrant Chinese-Canadian community out there. Foreign buyers in Toronto luxury market are primarily from China, Russia, and Eastern Europe, while Montreal international buyers are largely from the Middle East, China, and Europe, particularly France. Across these three markets, single-family homes and condominiums are the chief purchases of foreign luxury home buyers. In Calgary, inter-country migration from other Canadian cities have bolstered the city's high-end real estate market, as have buyers, and they have buyers from Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio. The baby boomers. These are an interesting group of people to keep your eye on. In terms of the luxury, they are luxury real estate traditionalists, and according to the most Canadian census, 9.6 million people, are close to 30% of Canadians, are baby boomers. At the same time, this generation controls the greatest concentration of personal wealth in the country. 80% of high net worth Canadians are over 55 years of age, and 58% are retired. As such, the baby boom generation born between 1946 and 1965 wields the most influence on the top-tier real estate market. Asset-rich home buyers. Canadian baby boomers purchasing luxury homes are the most asset-rich of the generations surveyed. $1 trillion, as I mentioned before, of inheritance money is going to be received by the baby boomers in the next 20 years, the single largest intergenerational transfer of wealth in history. Our survey results indicate that Vancouver, Calgary, Toronto, and Montreal, over 75% of boomers purchasing luxury primary homes also own multi-real estate assets, including recreational, vacational properties, and local and or sun destinations, which I will go into later. Now, when building your real estate portfolio, asset classes, your considerations, well, of course, will be your principal residence. We all know that it's a capital gains tax shelter, which we all enjoy. Secondary vacation properties have proven to be hugely popular. And investment assets are always a good strategy to add to your investment portfolio. Your pure investment assets, which are stabilizing income producing, they add value to your portfolio, but they're also speculative. Let's examine a few of these. Single-family homes, the positive is that they're relatively easy to rent, sell, or finance. The small multifamilies are relatively easy to finance, offers economies of scale, and cash flow potential. The apartment buildings, commercial lending standards, it is management intense and also goes to economies of scale. Raw land, add value through construction or land improvements, and offer an opportunity to subdivide, offers lease rental opportunities as well. Now, a lot of our Canadians during the last few years have decided to make investments in Florida and the Bahamas and Arizona. And there are many reasons why they do that and many things that they consider when investing in terms of diversifying your portfolio. And they look at increased migration, expanding job creation, the strengthening Florida economy, and an increase in first-time home buyers. The Bank of Montreal reports that the retirement state housing prices will outpace the national average due to increasing numbers of retirees, the abundance of capital from abroad, and, of course, lower interest rates. The number of Canadians who purchased Florida real estate for the sole purpose of renting increased from 14% in 2008 to 24% in 2014. Low interest rates and gas prices are a boon to the U.S. housing market as well. And we don't know long-term how the global economy will affect the U.S. market, and it's still unknown. But right now, in terms of vacation properties and secondary portfolios, it's doing very, very well. Florida, where are they going? The various market provides unique products depending on lifestyle. And today in real estate, when we're talking about luxury and wealth and where they're going, it's all about wealth. It's all about lifestyle. It's all about pampering yourself. Miami Beach is a draw. It's exclusive, very wealthy, worldly clients looking for great views and quality amenities. Doral has low unemployment, strong population growth, quieter city with high-quality golf and spa amenities, and the lifestyle is certainly tailored to the baby boomers. In the last few years, Miami has transformed into a 24-hour city, attracting millennials from all around the world. This will certainly aid you in diversifying your retirement portfolio should you determine that this is what you want to do. Now let's examine the Bahamas and the reason why people are going there. There's no income tax, capital gains taxes, or inheritance taxes. The non-residents can stay in the Bahamas for up to 8 months at a time. Accelerated application, you can apply for permanent residency with $1.5 million plus property. 10% of government stamp duty on property sale over $250,000, but the positive, it is shared between the buyer and the seller. And at the present time, of course, the weak Canadian dollar is a deterrent for investors in the Bahamas and in Florida at the present time. Where are they going in the Bahamas? They're going to Lyford Cay, which is a magnificent private residential enclave boasting over 300 beautifully landscaped properties with a 1,000-acre gated community. The Grand Bahamas, known for its casinos, resorts, and tropical entertainment. The island's real estate varies from luxury high-rise condominium to island outpost vacation homes on peaceful beaches. The Bahamas has something for everyone, whether you're looking for a quiet weekend getaway or an active week of diving, windsurfing, and nightclubs. When you're building your real estate portfolio, let's look at some of the other things that we would like to take into consideration. You must look at strong population growth, low vacancy rates, and the indicators would be the diversifying economies, emerging business and job hubs, large new post-secondary institutions, new transportation infrastructure, projects like highways, bridges, and ferries, new public transportation infrastructure, subways, public transit, entry of established lifestyle retailers. Demographic influences is what you should be looking at. Where are the boomers retiring and where are the millennials buying? In conclusion, for a long-term investment, real estate has proven to be hugely popular, not only as an investment, but as a desirable commodity. All we have to do is ask Warren Buffett.